What's up, chess world, and welcome back to another special video in the Know Your Grandmaster series. And today we are celebrating the birthday of Indian star Saptarshi Roy, and he turns 35 years old today. So, wishing Saptarshi a very happy birthday, and let's know all about him. Saptarshi is a grandmaster from Kolkata, West Bengal, but now is living in Mumbai for a long time, and he has turned a professional coach while maintaining his professional chess playing career, and also is currently, in fact, in Europe on a small vacation with his wife and his twin children. And let's know all about Saptarshi without much ado, and let's see how he completed this journey from a prodigy to a stagnant IM and then becoming Grandmaster age of 32, which is quite impressive. So, as you can see, Saptarshi was born today, that is on 21st of March, but back in 1986, so that makes it his 35th birthday. He was a star prodigy and won several events at even medals at the youth level on of course on nationals, but in fact even at the Asian and the world levels. And he used to win the Asian national championships to qualify for the world events, but there he faced some problems in terms of opening preparation and other coaching related issues for sure. In fact, Saptarshi won the Telegraph Championships, which was the unofficial national schools championships for India, and that was sponsored by the newspaper Telegraph back in the day, and it still goes on. A very nice tradition. It happens in Kolkata, and he has won that event thrice. And later, Saptarshi became an IM in 2008, and he was very well tipped to be the next or the quickest GM of India very soon. But suddenly he hit kind of a roadblock, then another. He was always rated like about 2400, but was never really getting into those higher numbers. It was some lack of sponsorships as well, and he was had a job with the railways but wasn't really going through, especially like the MS Dhoni movie, if you have watched it. And so he quit that, very much like Dhoni, and he started focusing mainly on chess and did a little bit of coaching as well on the side to help him sponsor up those amounts for to fund his foreign trips. And then some magic happened. He scored one GM norm, then another in 2013. But again, that you need three GM norms and 2500 to become a grandmaster. But it wasn't really happening until 2018, where he got his third and final GM norm uh, in Montenegro at a closed event. And finally, it took him 11 years after becoming an IM to become a GM, which is considered to be quite high in for any age. And in fact, he became a GM at 32, which is considered very old at this stage, as we have Gukesh or many other children become a GM at the age of 12 as well. But kudos, he kept fighting and he did what he had set out to. He is India's 51st Grandmaster, so the 50th Grandmaster was, I think, Tej Kumar, and but very nice because he started the second half century of India, and we are now at 67. So kudos to Saptarshi on that as well. He is known as one of India's best original and attacking players. I mean, he always finds out these gambit lines, these new lines, these hidden gems, and just likes the initiative and then goes bam to attack and wins beautiful games, one of which we'll be seeing very shortly. And very strong attacking player, and currently he is both a professional chess player and a star coach, as I mentioned earlier. I have attached a small slideshow below below my camera in the next slide, where we are showing the games. You can see him in all his elements, playing at the board, being a star coach with his family, and receiving his trophies and non certificates that he is very well known to achieve. So this is the one I was talking about, guys, and here we have one of Saptarshi's best games. And he's taking on Spanish Grandmaster Josep Manuel Lopez Martinez, and if you're sitting on a chair, put on your seat belts because this game will blow your mind and you will be taken for a ride. So, without further ado, let's jump in to the game. And it starts off uh, with a Karokan, and it we have some theory here, like very, very well known theory until around this point. So, this was between Saptarshi and Martinez, and in 2012, so like just before Saptarshi's second Grandmaster norm. So it was happening at the Barcelona Sant Marti event, and this is where the magic starts happening. So still well-known theory, but Saptarshi really loves these positions where white and black both have castled on opposite wings, and now he is known as one of India's best attacking players. He loves these pawn storms or blowing up a position. So if you want to learn how to win an attacking game, just focus all your attention here. So bishop f4 happens. Of course, I'm threatening some nasty discovery against the black queen. Martinez gets out, and now boom, Saptarshi goes for it. Pawn to g4. He just wants to push, just open some lines against this king. Just push, and just more lines are open, the more attacking chances. Whereas white's king is super safe here on b1. And he has no threats against his own king. Pawn to c5, logical move by black when he flank attack is initiated, strike in the center. But do you think Saptarshi cares? Nah. He goes pawn to g5, blowing up the position again. Rook takes d4 is a free pawn with attack on the queen, so Lopez goes for it. Queen to f3 again, supporting this. If you take, I'll take back with the rook. I'm threatening gf6, g8-6 both, and after pawn takes g5 again, you would expect a move like bishop g5 or something, but Saptarshi inserts an important move, rook takes d4, because he needs this rook to be on the h line. After cd4, again, any normal sensible human being would capture here and then maybe go for this, but no, speed and accuracy is the key, especially when kings have castled on opposite wings. So without wasting any time, Saptarshi blows open another file. As you can see, white's advantage is also slowly tricking on the bar on the left. And after 8-6, it's just over now, because if you take, I just take here, and now this is the rook and the queen are too powerful here. So pawn to g4, trying to block the g file, but doesn't really help. I'm still going to take here. Queen to c1. It's I think h6 was such a strong move. Now white wins with simple play. Like, there is sometimes you need to blow open, you need to sacrifice, but just those 2 or 3 important moves in the middle game were enough for white to crash. So he just takes, and now bishop check. Again, king has only one square. And now just a little drill if you can spot the simplest winning idea for white. So maybe pause the video, and it's just a one move win. If you find this one move, you win the game without any fuss. There is no sacrifice or super brilliant move. Just simple move. Just threaten checkmate in the next couple of moves. And I hope you found the move that Saptarshi did, and that is the simple retreating move. Very difficult to make these retreating moves when you're attacking. So bishop to g5, it's like an open thread. I'm going to take here, and I'm going to give this checkmate. Even if you move your rook away, doesn't matter. I'm going to take. When you take back, I'm going to give a check and give a mate here. So bishop to g5. Josep tried one last book in the trick with queen to d5. Again, if you are lazy or not paying attention, bishop takes f6, runs into queen h1, and you get mated on the back rank. So Saptarshi smartly just blocks this diagonal with f3. You have to capture, then your pawn blocks it, and I just take on f6. Martinez tried king to g7, one last ditch effort, but bishop into f6, and it's GG's, as bishop f6 runs into queen h7, made in 1, and king f6, I have the simple knight g4 check, and again, if you go back, it's mate, and if you come forward, I think I have queen d2 check is deadly. And here, and I think I can just go in and check, bishop comes, checkmate. So quite a beautiful and instructive win by one of India's most talented attacking players. and a grandmaster like a player who became a grandmaster at the age of 32. So guys, if you also have the motivation and the drive, and you are I think a decent level player till around the age of 20 or 25, you still have a chance. If Saptarshi can do it, so can you, and that is what he advises as well. So once again, wishing Saptarshi Roy a very very happy birthday. He in fact shares his name with another GM, Saptarshi Roy Chaudhary, whose video we have covered as well in February. So wishing Saptarshi Roy a very very happy 35th birthday from chess.com, and hope you have a great year ahead.